This episode is brought to you by Nordstrom. For 125 years, Nordstrom has been part of your story. The stylist who found the perfect outfit for your big interview, the first pair of walking shoes for your 1-year-old, the tomato soup you shared with your sister at the cafe. These are the moments that make Nordstrom, Nordstrom. Big or small, we're here for all of it. Celebrating 125 years with new moments still ahead. Discover it all in Nordstrom stores and at Nordstrom.com.
Propel Fitness Water. With Gatorade electrolytes, zero sugar, and vitamins, Propel hydrates better than water to help you get the most out of your workout and get back to your best self. What propels you? Propel with Gatorade electrolytes.
This episode is brought to you by PayPal. You had plans for the last days of summer. And back-to-school shopping has its own plans. School supplies, dorm essentials, your list doesn't stop. Neither does the spending. But when you pay in 4 with PayPal, you can pay over time. No interest, no fees. Check out with PayPal and get back to summer. Subject to approval. Learn more at paypal.com/payin4. PayPal Inc. NMLS 910457.
From the Fifth Quarter Studios in Madison, Wisconsin, you're listening to Coach Unplugged. And now, your host, Steve Collins.
Hey everybody, welcome to Coach Unplugged. So excited you decided to join us today. Before I jump into the podcast, go over and leave a 5-star review. We really love those reviews. Leave some comments. I read all of them and we would really appreciate that. But before we get started, I definitely want to give a big shout out to our 2 sponsors. First of all, Dr. Dish, the #1 shooting machine on the market, bar none. Mention Coach Unplugged, you get $450 off and you'll get the best customer service you'll ever expect. Just mention Coach Collins and they'll take really good care of you. Also, go over and check out teachhoops.com for coaches who want to get better. It is the one-stop shop for basketball coaches. It's something, when I started teachhoops.com, it was what I would have wanted as a young coach before, all the state championships and all the nationally ranked teams that I've coached. And not to brag, just to kind of tell kind of my journey, I would have killed for this stuff because it would have made my life so much easier. A little bit of everything that you need to become a better basketball coach. And we are the only people out there that offer 14-day free trial because we believe in it so much. Follow the roadmap, work on your craft, and you get me one-on-one mentoring. So I can't imagine anything better than that. I don't know. Anyway, go over and check it out. And let's head off to the podcast. All right, welcome to Coaching Youth Hoops.
I just saw on the calendar too. We penciled in a trip for me to come out in July.
I know we have to figure out when that's happening still.
Yeah, we got to do that.
Yeah,
I want to go sit lakeside.
All right. Before we jump in, Coach, let's tell them about the webinar.
Yeah,
not going to be up much longer either.
Yeah, not going to be up. Yeah, go to aihoopscoach.com. We are doing a webinar on film breakdown using the most advanced tools on the market. This is kind of a Huddle competitor. If you're listening, you know what Huddle is. It can be used at any level, so it's not just reserved for high school. You had an advanced AAU program, or you want to buy a license for junior high, etc. But go check it out, aihoopscoach.com. Steve's going to be interviewing the founders and some of the company management. They're going to walk through a demo. You can get all your questions answered at that time. So aihoopscoach.com.
All right. Excellent. All right, Coach. What are we talking about today?
Burnout by coaches. Coach burnout.
Really? All right. Is there such a thing? I'm laughing. I'm being sarcastic. People.
Yeah, no, there you are. I was talking to a coach the other day who coaches year round. So doesn't coach high school. He actually coaches the AAU program. He's in it year round. And, he was talking about, come June, July, after starting in August, right? The prior year. This is where it's kind of like, wife's getting mad at me that, don't get to see my kids on the weekends because we're doing tournaments. And, he was just kind of grinding it out this last few. And he goes, that's just not good, right? Because you're servicing kids and you want to be on for them. But it's a real thing. And how do you deal with coach burnout?
Hold on. I do think it's a real thing. I think it's about balance. For someone that's coached 30 plus years, you have to be able to turn it off. You have
Hmm.
to turn it off. Like you have to find ways not to do it. For the youth coaches, you can't. I mean, there's a reason high school, I mean, dinosaurs are like coaches that coach 25, 30 years now. Because it's
Yeah.
24/7, 365 days, and expectations are there. So, part of that is finding a good summer program or a good AU program that will help support you, maybe give you an assistant, but not over schedule you every weekend, give maybe every other weekend. And, there's got to be some balance, life balance, I think.
Yeah, definitely life
Um,
balance. And I
and
think
that's how you avoid the burnout, I think.
well, and you have to recognize it early enough where, if you find yourself taking it out on the kids or getting frustrated a lot quicker, not wanting to go to practice, you know what that feels like. So maybe, you know, just take a time out once in a while and say, do I need a break from this? Do I need a weekend off? Do I need a week off? I mean, even if you're practicing twice a week, but you're doing it
Right.
year round after work a lot of times, right? Those days are long, right? I go, 8 to, the time I get home is 8 to 8:30,
Right.
right? So those are long, long days. Um, and you just have to recognize it, take a time out, do something, get away from the game, get away from the kids, uh, sharpen the saw. And again, that's one, it's healthy for you, healthy for the kids, healthy for your family. It's hard as a coach because we all love it, but you're no good when you're about to burn out.
Right.
Or the biggest thing, one of the lessons I learned, as coaches, we don't make a lot of money, and when you feel
No.
like the game owes you something,
Right.
that's when you either take a break or stop, right? Because essentially you might get a little stipend, but you're still a volunteer based on the number of hours that you are putting in. So when you get to that point where you feel like, oh yeah, they owe me because I put all these, you're doing it for the wrong reasons at that point, and you just got to stop,
Right.
take a
Yes.
time out, and move on, take a breath, and yeah,
Yeah.
and move on. But it is a real thing. So we thought this was an important enough topic to say, okay, stop, recognize it. If you are coaching year round, remember your why. Why did you even start? Is that how about you still have that burning desire for that why? And just like you're talking about, your transition as well. You've been doing it for 30 years, and you see an end.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Um, it's
Um,
hard. Nobody says it's easy, but
no, no, and early in my career, I didn't take breaks, and
yeah, I didn't either. Not
I
at all.
no zero in business and
Yeah,
teaching and anything. And now it's like as you get older, you kind of like you want to part some of that knowledge is like you got to take a break,
gotta take a
you got to
break.
go for a
Yep.
walk, you got to um, and it rejuvenates you. I think COVID did that a little
Absolutely.
bit, like just turning the faucet off for a year because we remember we
Hmm.
didn't have that one season kind of rejuvenated me a little bit. I was
Yeah.
kind of on a little bit of a high there coaching my son just before COVID hit. And so, I think that's one of the things. It's like turning the faucet off helps, kind of puts everything into perspective a little bit, I think.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. So again, lesson learned, take it from two old veteran coaches, take a time out. If you're early in your career, just recognize when you're about to burn out. I know you guys have a lot more energy when you're younger, but realize that you do need a break. You do need to step away from the game, especially if you're coaching year round. Uh, you remember your why. Why are you doing it? And every season you should write that down anyway, and because maybe it changes. And that's just good. It's get into a good habit of reciting your why. So coaching becomes a little bit easier.
Awesome. All right. Anything else, coach?
Yeah, coaches, go check out aihoopscoach.com. We're doing a webinar on game breakdown, film breakdown, analysis, and it's a new approach to some old software that, if you will, right? New old technologies is old technology making new again. So AIHoopsCoach.com. Go check it out.
All right. Till next week, Coach.
Next week. We do.
Hey, everybody, I hope you enjoyed the podcast. Make sure you subscribe and like no matter where you listen, Apple, Spotify. We love those 5-star reviews. Make sure you also go over and check out teachhoops.com for coaches who want to get better.
Booking.com is the easiest way. From a day surrounded by noise to a stay surrounded by nature. That's nice. Go on, book it. It's easy. Booking.com. Booking.yeah.
NFL football season is here, which means when you switch to Verizon, it feels like touchdown. Because you get NFL Sunday Ticket from YouTube on us when you buy an eligible 5G phone on select unlimited plans, which means you can watch every out-of-market game every Sunday afternoon. And it's all on us. Now that's the Verizon way to kick off the NFL football season right. Switch and get NFL Sunday Ticket from YouTube on us, only with Verizon.